10:42 Mountain Time. Okay. In what is currently called the United States of America, but perhaps in the future, we're going to be called something else. Welcome to the show. It's the first upload in a while, but today comes with a very important post-eclipse message echoing what was said a week ago. From Crestone, Colorado, although it is not yet uploaded, but the message is simple and the message is clear. When you know that the world is a lie, when you know that the world is a fraud, when you know that the world is fallen, when you know that the people are fallen, you have a chance at seeing things as they are, which is the first step in your recovery, in hitting bottom, when it comes to ignorance, when it comes to unconsciousness. But baby, if you don't know where you are, if you don't know what this planet is, if you don't know what is taking place, then you're going to be a victim of changes as history repeats, and history is repeating itself with more vicious and violent consequences for the ignorant, for the mindless breeders that are either contributing another victim or another perpetuator of oppression, fascism, or authoritarianism. We're coming to you today, not live, but pre-recorded from Riverside Park in Salida, Colorado. The world is a lie on so many different levels. By freeing yourself of lies, you can free yourself of oppression. You can free yourself of suffering. You can free yourselves in reality of more than you think you can. Okay? So, one of the biggest lies that the people of this culture are suffering from, if they are in bed with Satan, if they are in bed with evil, if they are in bed with immorality, then anybody spiritual to them has, quote, bad vibes or bad energy. And because they are the collective zombie apocalypse, hive mind, collective unconsciousness, not conscious, but collective unconsciousness, a collective prototype personality, they will see that which is different as bad. And they are doing now what they have always done for thousands of years. But this time, they have the power of technology, whereas before, they had to just outright shoot somebody or call out the posse or something. Now, of course, we're going to be going back to those old ways in the collapse, and you could say that I've already experienced the reality of the posse or being aware of the posse when it comes to Crestone, Colorado. Okay, so I want to be real clear in what I'm saying here and keep the conversation moving forward. And hopefully we are at the right audio levels. All right, so right now I am free spiritually of excess suffering using a Buddhist principle because I am not in desire for the people to get it. There is actually liberation in seeing how 100% of the people at a certain point in time are going to be a certain way. We can define it a certain way based on how it works for you. I might define it as, hey, I've been doing what I've been doing for 22 years. I've been helping for 22 years. And here we are as these things that I've warned about are manifesting at light speed and going to the next level. And the people themselves are acting like they're programs in a simulation. The popular term is NPC, but I don't gravitate to terms that everybody's using because I'm more intelligent than they are. I don't need to use the term NPC to describe something that's much more complex. And a lot of these people that gravitate towards the terminology NPC tend to also gravitate towards right-wing talking points. Even if they claim to be a Jew who's above that, they'll still regurgitate that, quote, do what needs to be done verbiage on their platform proving that they are the pieces of shit that I'm warning about. And they can sit there and go, your energy is bad. That guy that I talk to on the phone who I won't talk to anymore thinks my energy is bad because I'm trying to shine the spotlight on things that he says on BitChute and things that he says on YouTube about harming people that look different. That stuff is the system. That stuff is Satan. Satan is not to be venerated. Beating up on people that believe in Jesus Christ, as in Israel, they're smashing the cross. That looks bad. That does not look like an agent of God. And so that's the thing. You need to realize that when you find out that the whole world doesn't want to see your message proliferate, that they think that your energy is bad, they think that your intensity is bad, they think that your truth is bad, it's because they haven't cleared something out. It's because they have something to hide. And that's the truth. When I try to work one-on-one with people and I try to deprogram people and they attack me, they don't realize what's taking place. They're rejecting the medicine. They think it was about them telling me something. But in reality, I'll be trying to talk to somebody on the phone going, bro, the way that you think, the way that you process information, the way that you judge people who look different, who scare you, that's what I'm talking about, man. Those people can't be rationalized with. They are literally born that way, hating certain people. It's in the blood. And that's not going to change with these people. So you can't rationalize with people who want to keep banging a drum that somebody's energy is bad. Boom, 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 boom. Your energy is bad. Hey, I got an idea. Why don't you talk to Storytime on YouTube? Maybe he'll, but don't talk about race. Of course I can't talk about race relations with Storytime because he thinks that everybody homeless is white. And the thing is, like, you guys are really deep into, like, this ideology that you haven't figured out, but you don't have it figured out. Not only am I not only not white, or fitting in, and I've been chronically homeless, I've actually done more than all y'all to defend your right to live off the grid and live without a septic system. But in your world, even as self-described truthers and van life enthusiasts, you don't find that to be an important story. How, quote, a shitskin who looks like a migrant did a lot for white people to live on their own land. You're still editing out the reality that you know is shitskin to your flock and your people. And that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem that I'm doing with all of you. You don't do your job as liaisons to give me a hand up when you have so much. And what do you have that you don't see that you have, that others don't have? You have jobs associations, you have exes, you have children, you have people that you are connected with. And like my mom, you're not totally truthful when you say that you're all alone. I'm actually somebody who is all alone in reality. Okay? And so as shit gets worse, you need to hear this as you allow shit to get worse. As you people basically allow the narrative to go out that these migrants are getting everything and white people are being oppressed, I'm the guy who literally doesn't even have somebody to fucking talk to at the picnic table because I scare everybody. Whether it be the women who work at that pizza place called Pizza Rio, or whether it be her, or whether it be her. They're all scared of the one guy who's saying the things that need to be said in this nation. And that's why I'm a failure and a loser to all these people who wanted me to be a TV addict, an abuser, a person silent about the issues that matter. You people are the biggest liars that have ever existed in the history of the human species. You claim to be against fascism. You claim to be against rape. You claim to be against sexual assault. You claim to be against Hitler. You claim all these wonderful things until I come and I test you. Till I come and I meet you. Till I come and I live and I breathe in your air and I live in your region. I go, oh my God, not only are you not telling the truth, you're against me shining the light on these issues. You're actually personally against me surviving your world. In fact, you want me to die. In fact, you want me to kill myself. In fact, you want me to kill others. And I say to you and everybody else, go back to hell where you came from. You will not break me. And that's the truth about what you people are doing to me. You are dedicated to trying to break the one man who's saying the things that need to be said. And 100% of you are afraid of me, whether it be here in Salida or on the internet. And I have 10 million people that I've spoken to for 22 years. So I am speaking from authority. I am speaking from confidence. And it doesn't matter what your race is. As women on earth, you think that I am garbage. It doesn't matter whether you're an Arab or an Hispanic, and the men are no different. And so, because I am so racially different, both your race and the race that you're destroying, I have an energy field that is supernatural against your evil and your corruption and your lust of the bad girl and your lust for the bad boy. These people will not listen to me more than 30 seconds, okay, because my voice burns their demons, okay, and that's what it is. I basically have the energy, not so much as an exorcist, but a person who can go into a certain region and banish and make the people that are there, that are scummy, leave. So that's what this comes down to. The world is a lie, and so are you.